Every day, one of the world's busiest waterways quietly connects Asia to the global economy. But beneath the calm surface, one of the world's most dangerous flashpoints continues to grow. Imagine China suddenly launching its largest amphibious deployment in modern history. Within minutes, Taiwan's early warning systems detect unusual activity across the strait. Fighter aircraft scramble as military commanders prepare for the worst. Stealth aircraft move into position while tensions rise by the minute. Emergency military headquarters shift to full combat readiness. Across the Pacific, American naval forces immediately begin moving toward the region. Within hours, the crisis dominates headlines across the world. And before sunrise, the first phase of the operation is ready to begin. Amphibious assault vehicles begin moving toward Taiwan's coastline under heavy naval protection. Taiwan immediately responds by launching coastal anti-ship missiles. Chinese destroyers attempt to intercept the incoming missile barrage. Attack helicopters join the defense as the first landing forces approach shore. Airborne troops attempt to secure strategic positions behind Taiwan's front lines. Armored units rush to reinforce key defensive positions across the island. Swarms of reconnaissance drones provide real-time battlefield intelligence. Taiwan's underground command centers coordinate every available defensive asset. Across the Pacific, American aircraft prepare for extended operations. Within hours, control of the skies becomes one of the most decisive battles of the entire conflict. As the conflict escalates, America's most advanced bombers begin deploying across the Pacific. China activates long-range anti-ship missile forces designed to keep enemy fleets away. American warships respond by expanding their missile defense umbrella. Millions of civilians seek shelter as the fighting spreads across the island. The battlefield expands into cyberspace as both sides target critical infrastructure. Strategic ports become major targets in an effort to disrupt reinforcements and supplies. Neighboring countries strengthen their own defenses as the conflict threatens to spread. Both sides race to sustain the enormous logistical demands of modern warfare. Unmanned aircraft continuously monitor the expanding battlefield from thousands of meters above. By the end of the first week, the Taiwan Strait has become one of the world's largest naval battle zones. Financial markets around the world react instantly as investors fear a prolonged conflict. Taiwan's semiconductor industry grinds to a halt, disrupting global technology production. Within days, manufacturers across the world begin facing critical shortages of advanced computer chips. Supply chains begin breaking down as electronic components become increasingly difficult to replace. Diplomats race to prevent the conflict from expanding beyond the Taiwan Strait. Chinese commanders continue coordinating one of the largest military operations in decades. Space-based surveillance becomes essential for tracking every movement across the battlefield. Humanitarian evacuations begin as thousands attempt to escape the growing war zone. Global energy markets remain under intense pressure as uncertainty spreads across Asia. What began as a regional invasion has now become a crisis affecting the entire world. As the conflict intensifies, the United States faces one of the most difficult military decisions in decades. China's leadership also prepares for the possibility of a much larger international war. Allied governments begin coordinating military and humanitarian responses across the Indo-Pacific. The human cost continues to rise as hospitals struggle to keep pace with the growing crisis. Hundreds of thousands of civilians are forced to leave their homes in search of safety. After weeks of fighting, international pressure pushes both sides toward negotiations. A fragile ceasefire finally slows the fighting, but the region remains on high alert. Rebuilding begins immediately, but recovery is expected to take many years. Global industries slowly recover as critical technology production resumes. Fortunately, this was only a fictional scenario. But one thing remains certain. Peace in the Taiwan Strait will continue to shape the future of the entire world.